1,000 fans per game at home as we are underway from three. No good, back iron, rebounded by Caitlyn Clark. In transition the other way, ahead for a Fulter, she gets tripped up.
Well, Fulter is going to have to play a big role on the rebounding end, especially defensively.
Caitlyn Clark in the paint, battling with Gallinopoulos, up and drains the second. Three, no good, back iron, rebounded by Clark. All the way up to Stolke behind the defense, off the glass. And looking around, has Clark on the far side. Clark pulls up from three, bang! Nolan puts up a three, no good, rebounded by Clark. Quickly in transition, across the timeline. Clark pulls up from the MediaCom logo, noted by Nolan now. It's caillou, drives into the paint, but rejected by Clark. Full court pass for Feuerbach into the paint, and she is
a little bit there, and you see it there now.
Caitlyn Clark with the full court pass for Feuerbach. We've seen that work good. Bounces in the air, but rebounded by Sydney Fulter.
And good defense there for the Hawkeyes. You want to waste that.
Pointer for Berg, no good, rebounded by Clark.
And talking to a little bit with Raina Harmon, you don't want to give open threes, but you're okay with contested threes. Let Loyola make those mistakes their own. Good big forwards, big centers there that allows a lot of assist, and she's not selfish enough to not make that open pass, and we've seen a lot this year.
Clark cuts into the paint, dumps it out for Davis, pulls up from three, no good. Finds Clark. Clark, spin move into the paint, goes up, off the glass, no good. Kate Martin to a cutting Caitlyn Clark off the glass. And a little bit of a press by Loyola Chicago. Job by Alyssa Fisher to stick with it. But Caitlyn Clark pulling up from all the way around for a Fulter. Dumps inside for Clark. Kick out to Martin. Pulls up from three. Drains it. Go. Iowa. The Nolan to Nolan connection on that last bucket. Caitlyn Clark fakes a three. Step back three. No good. Logo for Iowa. Over to Kate Martin in the corner. Drives into the paint. Off the glass. No good from Goodman. Clark at the logo. Dumps inside for Goodman. Off the glass and good.
Afraid to shoot. We knew that coming in. What they can do around the perimeter, and they're showing it tonight.
Clark pulls up from three. No good. Hands it off to Clark. Standing on the logo. Thought about a three. Pulls up from three. No good. Front. Deptula drains that one. Caitlyn Clark now goes to work in the paint. A whistle.
Her, but looks like she got knocked pretty hard on that foul.
Yeah, drove in. Three defenders on her. Looked like she. This is the first.
You're rarely going to see Caitlyn Clark pull herself out.
7 on the 4th ranked Iowa Hawkeyes. Caitlyn Clark, pass inside for Martin. Drops down another three. Caitlyn Clark with an answer. Feuerbach with the rebound. Caitlyn Clark in transition. Driving into the paint. Off the glass, no good, but Loyola Chicago not quite near that mark. Averaging. Clark go in the first half. Hawks lead by 2. Clark fakes a three. Looking around, has Stolke underneath in the paint. Off. Clark taking her time, looking to take one of the last couple of shots. Pass for Kate Martin, wide open three. Bingo! You're watching women's basketball on Big Ten Plus.
And that whole possession was really physical. Look for that to be a
by Stolke.
And that's what Iowa needs to do. Find a way to limit that shot clock. Get it into single digits, because you don't want Loyola try to get Tannen involved early, as Stolke was able to provide power. Not much. You're not missing a whole lot with Gabby, because Sydney can do the same thing.
Caitlyn Clark deep off the glass, quickly rebounded by Iowa. Caitlyn Clark in transition into the paint, off the glass and good.
So this is Iowa's first game without her since February 6th of 2022.
Woo-hoo. Behind the back, no looker. Patrick Mahomes has it at the logo. This play seems to get louder whenever she has the ball. Loses the handle on it, somehow still has it. Looking around, Caitlyn Clark gets a for Loyola Chicago, and in comes caillou. This one's quick here with the Ramblers.
Yeah, and the Ramblers are becoming such, they're increasing. Of course, you look at the men's side. They were, a Cinderella team back then, and now have moved to the Atlantic 10.
Hand off to Clark, pulls up from three. Has. Fisher leads the way with 12 points. Caitlyn Clark drives into the paint, off the glass and good. Trouble. She's only got one personal foul tonight. Caitlyn Clark receives the screen from Stolke, cuts through the paint. Knight behind the back. Caitlyn Clark for three. Bingo!
Lisa Bluter's kind of shaking her head.
Between the shot clock and the game clock. Clark gets a screen from Stolke, now double teamed at the logo, and a foul. Hoskins on 6 for the all-time scoring list.
A lot of steals for Iowa. Good play by Feuerbach. She's been tenacious as well as we see more play.
Continues to be an anomaly, an alien, some might say, for the Iowa Hawkeyes. She's up to 33 tonight as the Hawkeyes lead 7. Already past Rachel, and she's played a lot tonight.
Yeah, and she was out all of last year, but the year before that had a really big impact in her first year as a Hawkeye.
Either way.
Yeah, Stolke gave a little bit of an elbow there, a little bit of a push-off, but, that
has been on fire. Hannah Stolke cuts through the defense, off the out to Feuerbach. Back out to Clark in the corner, pulls up from 3, no good. She's 2 assists away from a triple-double. Caitlyn Clark driving into Martin across to Feuerbach, long pass, corner 3, no good. A lot of those dropped tonight for the Ramblers, 13 for 30. O'Grady the other way, off, no good, and it hits Deptula in the face. She smiles about it, she's okay in transition. Taylor McCabe pulls up from 3, no good, back iron, rebound, it's 1. Clark gets around the defense, into the paint, up and off the glass, and the glass rejected by Addison O'Grady. Clark into Gyamfi, off the glass and in. Continues to grow. Another great pass, and Jada Gyamfi hasn't